Welcome into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee, the show that highlights Lawrence, Giles, and Maury counties, all from the pages of your local newspaper. Those newspapers being the Lawrence County Advocate, Main Street Maury, and Pulaski Citizen. I'm Scott Stewart. I am the publisher of your local newspapers. Hey, coming up in your local newspapers are a lot of stuff. We got wraps coming up here in a little bit with Andrew and Chandler and Maurice and myself. But here's a few things that you could find in the paper this week that you might be interested in. Anyone giving blood with blood assurance in Columbia, as well as locations in Williamson and Davidson counties, will not only save lives with their donation, but will also be part of supporting the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation, which is a foundation for cancer research, education, and survivorship. The partnership between these two organizations is going to be lasting all the way through the month of August, all the way through August 31st. Blood Assurance is going to give $5 to the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation for every single person who donates blood in the month of August. And that includes, right here in Columbia, right down there on Trotwood Avenue. I'll remind you this one when we get to the Lawrence County Advocate wrap, but the inaugural Jeep Jam is coming to Rotary Park Saturday. This is a community event and will be a fundraiser and an awareness raiser for the Loretto and Summertown High Schools bands. They are teaming up to put this on, and there's more information coming here in just a few minutes in the Lawrence County Advocate wrap. In Pulaski, here's another that Chandler will tell you about when he gets to his Pulaski Citizen wrap here in a few minutes. It's the first ever Veterans Music Showcase, and it's Saturday at Star Theater right here in Pulaski. It's presented by the American Legion Post 60 and will be a night of musical entertainment with a host of entertainers, including some who are veterans themselves. All three newspapers this week have a half-page ad and an article highlighting Saturday's tribute to the Carpenters at the Crockett Theater in Lawrenceburg. Lots of 70s nostalgia coming up in this great music show, and it starts at 7 p.m. down in Lawrenceburg. The information is in this week's edition of all three of your local newspapers. And we'd love to get you a copy of your local newspaper every single week delivered to your mailbox with a subscription. Here's how to get your subscription started now. Call 363-3544. That's 931-363-3544 or 615-452-4940 or 931-762-1726. All three of those numbers will get you whatever you want to know about any of our newspapers. Make sure you give us a call and get your subscription started today. And if you don't want to call, you can get on our websites, PulaskiCitizen.com, MainStreetMurray.com, LawrenceCountyAdvocate.net to find out everything you need to know about a subscription and to sign up for a subscription. And once again, any one of those websites will get you information on any of our newspapers. All right, as I said, Andrew, Chandler, Maurice, we're all coming back with our wraps. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to those wraps right now.
Hello, I'm your Main Street Maury reporter, Andrew Pearson, and you're watching the wrap for our August 6th issue. The Maury County Building and Zoning Department took notes at last week's public hearing, which went over the details of the new zoning ordinance they want the county to adopt. The ordinance would create new zoning categories, lightly regulate some kinds of home occupations, and put a curb on cities' attempts to annex county land. The regulations on home businesses and the density of some kinds of housing zoning caused controversy among both county commissioners and public commenters. There will be another public hearing sometime in August or early September, and the Regional Planning Commission will also hold their study session on it sometime in August. Two Miss Tennessee winners for 2025, Zoe Scheidrich for the adult pageant and Annalie Shaver for the teen one, visited Columbia last weekend. They stopped at three local businesses to raise money for the Miss Maury County pageant, which feeds into Miss Tennessee and takes place later this fall. TDOT finally reopened the Sugar Creek Bridge on Highway 243 north of Mount Pleasant after about 8 months of repairs. The bridge was basically taken apart and replaced and should last for the next 75 years, according to the TDOT representative who spoke with Main Street Maury. Local business is very happy about it, like the pizza place people who posted a Facebook reel celebrating the reopening. So did the 56,000 people who viewed the video. Finally, Spring Hill's Board of Mayor and Aldermen considered allowing a Whataburger on Belshire Village Drive. They also considered a planned development of 91 townhomes, a commercial building, a dental office on June Lake, and the advanced purification reservoir next to the highway at their latest meeting. In other news, the Columbia Rec Center passed a safety audit with flying colors. The TCATs are starting a direct admissions program to automatically admit in-state high school seniors. The Maury County Public Schools and Youth Educational Foundation will offer scholarships to aspiring teachers to attend Columbia State. The fall class of Columbia 101 is now taking applications. Columbia dedicated a historic marker at Rose Hill Cemetery, and Blood Assurance will donate $5 to Scott Hamilton Cares for every blood donor this August, including at the site in Columbia. Thank you for tuning into this week's Wrap, and we look forward to bringing you the news next week.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833.
Oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now
busy
I'm ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
This is Chandler Harmon bringing you this week's Pulaski Citizen Wrap. And we'll start this week with our Citizen Spotlight of Allison Turner. Her photo graces the spot of honor at the top and center of our front page. Also in A1, after a long month of discussion, the Giles County Commission has approved a 2025-26 budget with a 16.1% property tax increase. This comes after a budget hearing and after previously rejecting a much higher proposed property tax increase after public uproar over the proposed increase. American Legion Post 60 will present a Veterans Music Showcase on Saturday, August 9th at Star Theater in Pulaski. The concert will feature a roster of singers and musicians, with some of them being veterans themselves. In preparation for the retirement of longtime city administrator Terry Harrison, the city of Pulaski has passed on first reading an ordinance which creates an associate city administrator position. The Pulaski Citizen contributed to an abundance of Tennessee Press Association awards realized across Main Street media of Tennessee newspapers recently, including its Southern Middle Tennessee publications. Inside, a Giles County resident has turned themselves in after throwing their pet over the fence at the Giles County Animal Shelter. Residents across Middle Tennessee are invited to take a nostalgic journey through timeless music of the Carpenters when Carpenters' Legacy takes the stage at Crockett Theater on Saturday, August 9th at 7 p.m. Houdini is this week's GCHA Pet Corner Pet of the Week. And as always, the Pulaski Citizen has property transfers, backward glances, obituaries, government public notices, church directory, fun and games, Tennessee Valley weather, community briefs, and church briefs. Well, that's it for us. We'll be right back after this.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833.
Bee, oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now
busy
I'm ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
The Lawrence County Advocate Wrap starts this week with the story of a shooting in western Lawrence County that saw a victim airlifted to a Nashville hospital. That Jeep jam I was telling you about in the opener is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday at the Rotary Park and will help raise awareness and funds for the Loretto and Summertown High School bands. There's going to be food, prizes, and fun for everyone. Don't miss it. Also on A1 is Kerry Stagg's feature on the teed up downtown mini golf course around the square. Got to check out that story. And the front page wraps up with the Carpenter's Legacy show that I told you about in the opener. It's bringing the spirit of the 70s to the Crockett Theater Saturday at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now. Inside, the Lawrenceburg City Council celebrated the 10-year-old Cal Ripken baseball team's success at its last meeting, along with passing some zoning ordinances. STRHS has received stroke accreditation. Firefighters contained an apartment fire in Lawrenceburg. Summertown Utility is going to be offering digital billing. Lawrence County Solid Waste offers a recycling guide. An Etheridge student was gifted a new guitar. Clothe Our Kids has a new annex to better serve children in our area in need. STRHS recently celebrated their new women's health clinic. The David Crockett State Park Dinner Theater makes a return this month with Savannah Sipping Society. Say that fast 3 times. We've got senior citizens information for the month. Henry talks about tumblebugs, and Neil Beard recalls being an alien traveler in a third world countries. And there's a lot more to see in the Advocate this week and every week, including local obituaries, local community announcements, government notices, Tennessee Valley weather, auctions and estate sales, 2 pages of puzzles, and the local church directory. And that's it for the Lawrence County Advocate this week. We will be right back right after this.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833.
Be oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now
busy
I'm ready,
bee.
guys.
Call 775-7833.
Hey, I'm Maurice Patton, Regional Sports Editor for Main Street Media for Southern Middle Tennessee, covering the Pulaski Citizen, the Lawrence County Advocate, and Main Street Maury. We've got in those three papers this week. Let's start in Pulaski because Mark Mize has been a busy guy. He has been watching both Richland and Giles County as they prepare for the upcoming football season. We've got coverage of both of the Raiders and the Bobcat scrimmages from last week. Excuse me. Coverage of that in this week's print edition of the Pulaski Citizen, the August 6th print edition. So be sure and look for Mark's coverage both of Richland and Giles County as they return to the football field and get ready for the 2025 season. In this week's Lawrence County Advocate, Loretto has a new softball coach because their old one is now the football coach. Bryce Glass took over for Barry Daniel earlier this year with the Mustangs football team. See who that new softball coach is. She's a familiar face around Loretto, actually. Tyler Staggs has coverage of that development. We've also got Summertown was in scrimmage action this past week. They're getting ready to get their season started up as well after a jamboree here in about a week and a half. So check out the Eagles as well as they head toward the start of their 2025 football season in the Lawrence County Advocate. In Main Street Maury this week, our middle schoolers are already on the gridiron. The Maury County Middle School Jamboree took place this past weekend over at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. All 5 Maury County middle schools were in action. See how they came out on Friday night. Also, getting you caught up on some area coaching changes across Maury County, both in MCPS, outside MCPS, and even up into southern Williamson County. See who's where in this week's print edition of Main Street Maury. And finally, speaking of who's where, well, Post-19's seniors will be in Washington, Missouri for the Mid-South, the American Legion Mid-South Regionals starting today, actually. They play this morning right out of the box against Mountain Home Post 52 out of Arkansas. We won't have results, but we can get you ready for the upcoming week for Post-19 as they try to make another run through the regionals and into the World Series that they last reached in 2014 and last won in 2007. Coverage of Post-19 as they head into regional tournament play in this week's print edition of Main Street Maury. In all 3 of our print editions, the Citizen, the Advocate, and Main Street Maury, we've also got Larry Woody and his outdoor coverage, so be sure and check that out. We will continue to have high school and middle school football across all 3 of those print products and online, so be sure and check the websites and check next week's Citizen, Advocate, and Main Street Maury as we get you into football, both middle school and at the high school level. I'm Maurice Patton, Regional Sports Editor for Southern Middle Tennessee here at Main Street Media of Tennessee. We will see y'all next week.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Wednesday morning. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Starting off the morning, cannot completely rule out some spotty showers around. Better chances will be during your afternoon hours, as you see here. Partly to mostly cloudy skies still anticipated across the area, with temperatures getting up into the 80s, maybe near 90 degrees for some areas during your evening hours, still holding on to some of those clouds. And then once we get into your morning hours on your Thursday, still holding on to some clouds, and we'll have more showers and storms possible during the afternoon and evening. 7-day forecast looks like this. Basically a rinse and repeat forecast for those rain chances, but those temperatures will slowly climb back up into the lower 90s by the time we get into the weekend and early next week.
Hey, that's it for Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee this week. Make sure you get a copy of your local newspaper so that you don't miss a minute or a second of the coverage that we have lined up for you all across Southern Middle Tennessee. For more information on subscribing to any of our local newspapers, you can visit one website, and one website will do it all. That is MainStreetMediaTN.com. That's MainStreetMediaTN.com. And again, we thank you for trusting us as your source for local news, information, sports, and more. And good Lord willing, we're going to be right back here next week on Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily, as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
333.
Bee, oh, busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Down
busy
already,
bee.
guys.